This is a report on the book Odyssey, not the book. It's actually a poem. It's the great poem and the epic poem by Homer, one of the earliest pieces of literature we probably would have. And well, there's been a couple remakes of the of the book. There's been a Simpson remake, and I actually saw the older version of the movie for English class. It was an easier way to learn. And we're going to talk about the gods in the movie. There was Athena, the god of crafts and stuff like that. Crafts and wisdom and war. Crafts, wisdom, and war. Remember that. And then there was the goddess of magic, Calypso, something with a C. Anyways, she liked to turn men into animals because, I don't know, she liked animals. She was a pet person, I guess. Um, and then there was another person with the C name. I forgot her name still. Uh, yeah, she liked men. She liked men a lot. And well, she's not a god technically. She's the daughter of a titan. This is mainly going to be by this story. The report's mainly going to be on Odysseus because I'm trying to keep it within 10 minutes. And if I did it on Odysseus' son too, it would be over 10 minutes. It would be like 20. And I don't really want to talk for 20 minutes straight. Anyways, well, he had to leave for a really long journey to a place called Tarsus to fight a war. And he had to leave his wife Penelope and his son Telemachus. So, yeah, leaving for a long time and not knowing if he can come back can be very stressful for a wife or something. I mean, I'm not a wife, but if I was, I would think it's stressful. So he went sailing away on his ship to this land, and well, while he was on the ship, Athena greeted him, saying things like, "I'm with you, brother. You can do it. You're smart. I'm with you. I haven't forsaken you." But he thought she did. So he was like, "Okay, well, you are. Well, I see you. Wow, this is bizarre." I'm putting this in blunt terms just to be, you know, straight. Uh, So yeah, and he was like, "Okay, really?" So they got there, big old war with lots of big old people chasing them and stuff, and whoa, it was probably a really bloody war. And then their main man there, I think it was Hercules, some god, I think. Maybe it wasn't a god, but anyway, somebody who was really good at war, and he killed tons and tons of people, even the greatest Taranian warrior. Is that how you call him? Taranius? Anyways, so after he died by something, they all were like, "Oh, we're wrecked. We are not gonna win this anymore." So they decided to surrender, but instead they got a different plan. They gave them a giant horse. I don't really notice, like, no, at least, how a horse would be a very good gift to people. It must be a sign of luckiness or something. Anyways, they hid inside the horse, and they came out at night to kill lots of people. Because everybody was really drunk, celebrating about the thing that happened. Whoa, we just won. We beat those jerks. Blah. We did it. Go team. Go team. But, they came out and killed everybody. Fun, huh? Well, in the spirit of time, he was saying, "Yo, God, I did it right. Gods, I did it right, Poseidon. You don't tell me what to do. I can do it myself." And Poseidon was like, "You're a man, not a god. You need gods. Not, you need gods. We're in charge here." So he was like, "What?" He's like, "You're staying on the sea for a long time. You're never stepping on land." But that's not true because he did. He actually the first place he stepped on land was in this ogre's lair guy. It was a Cyclops, and it was the son of Poseidon. Uh, Poseidon had 3 sons, maybe even more. But anyways, the 3 sons who lived on the islands were all Cyclopses, I'm guessing. They might have a two-eyed brother, but that would get really awkward between those guys. Anyways, they were trapped inside of his cave for fun, and they gave him some wine, and he was like, "I like it." So, well, he passed out, and they're like, "This is our chance. We better kill him." Oh, wait, we can't kill him. He needs to open the door. So, well, he was blind, and he banished them from his island somehow. Very clumsy. I mean, if you didn't have the 2 eyes or just 1 eye, you'd probably be pretty clumsy at the moment. Well, a couple people died, and they're probably, playing with ogres or Cyclopses. Anyways, they voyaged across the sea or maybe across the sea. I don't know how far they voyaged. They they were on the sea for quite some time, and they met this lady who liked animals and liked to turn men into animals with like this special little juice she offered to men. She was like, "Hey, drink my honey wine. It tastes great. Great for your bones. Come on, drink it." And she was probably very pretty, so they're like, "Yeah, okay." So they drank it down, and they turned into animals. Odysseus didn't turn into an animal though, cause he ate this grass stuff earlier. He got information about how to get back to Ithaca by saying, "Go to this prophet guy. He knows what to do." But the prophet guy's in Hades, and you have to offer a lamb or a goat to him. Of course, it was very scary in hell, so, I mean, it would probably be very hot in hell. I don't know if it is for sure, because I've never been to hell. So, yeah. Yeah, going to hell. The phrase became real then. Pretty sure it would have been scary, but I don't know. I mean, if you're just talking to a prophet in hell, you know. Those days. Anyways, he told him to go see this, caves with these two monsters. Anyways, the first monster was like a sea serpent of some sort. And, well, of course, they'd be frightened as heck, because you're playing with the sea monsters, you know. Your mom probably didn't tell you this when you were young, not to play with the sea monsters, but you probably shouldn't be playing with them, because they're bigger than you. Anyways, most of his men got eaten by a lotus eater, which is a giant plant that eats things that falls. It's a plant, but it's a thing that eats, so it has a big appetite. And, well, after that, the Lotus Eater ate all his men, and his boat, and pretty much everything else on the boat, and he was the only thing left, Odysseus, that is. So Odysseus was floating along the sea, with probably not a care in the world, besides the fact that he was probably gonna die. He floated up on an island, unconscious, and nothing there. Anyways, this island had women on it, no men, so I guess he wouldn't have very much bro time there. But the lady there was like, "Oh, he's gonna be my husband," and all this. I haven't seen a man in a really long time because she's immoral. She's a nemesis, which is daughter of a titan. I still don't know how to pronounce her name right though, but I'm not even gonna try. I just wreck it. I just wreck it. Something with a C. So she's like, "Oh, you can take a boat back. We have this wood. Make a wood." So he got back, and well, he went to a couple places first. He went to a couple places first. Anyways, he met up with his son when he got back, and his son was like, "You aren't my dad." And then he's like, "Whoa, you are my dad," like the song, like the thing in Star Wars. "Luke, I am your father." But then he met up with Athena because he was like, "Oh well, you better be turned into an old man, because they're gonna kill you otherwise. That's why you didn't go up the first day you were there." And so he was turned into an old beggar, and well, the old beggar disguise was pretty clever because, well, it was pretty clever. Anyways, he stayed like an old beggar until Penelope decided to make a decision. Whoever can shoot an arrow with his bow, or string his bow, period, and shoot an arrow through all the axes, all the holes in the axes, will be her husband. So, well, of course, the old beggar dude did it, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, who the heck are you?" And he's like, "Check it, Odysseus." So he shot all the suitors, the people trying to take his wife, because they wanted Odysseus' stuff. He shot him dead. And, well, end of their story, at least. So, after that, nobody was bothering him for a good amount of time. He met his wife, had a great time. They were like, "Oh, I love you so much, honey. You're back after 20 years. The end.